Hello everyone and welcome back to Thornton Farm. Today we're going to be doing something which has been quite highly requested, and that is cultivating and seeding field number 13. Now this is going to be a field of sunflowers, so I'm really looking forward to this because we don't really do sunflowers too often. I think I've done it once and that was on Sandy Bay. It's about time we did it again on a bigger scale. So this is the field we're going to do on the right hand side, and it's going to be quite a job doing it actually, because it's a pretty big field and the seed drill isn't massive. So that is the job for today. Grab a beverage of your choice, sit back and relax. This is Thornton Farm. So yes, here we are, we're at the store, and you'll probably notice we have quite a good looking tractor just here. This is the Fendt 1050. And there's nothing small about it, everything about it is pretty big, and I love that it comes with these extra set of wheels which you can actually fit. Now this is going to be an episode of Follow Me, so one of the workers is going to be following me, obviously. I'll be in the cultivator, the worker will be in the Fendt actually, unfortunately, because we're going to be driving the Massey Ferguson with the cultivator on. The Fendt will be following with the seed drill, and it'll be putting the sunflowers into the ground. But before we do that, we are going to have a bit of a play around with the 1050 first of all. This is rented, but I think when the rent expires we might buy it because it is such a good tractor. So I've just driven away from the Massey Ferguson to quieten it down a bit. I probably should have turned the engine off. But we're going to take a look at all the interactive control which is on this Fendt, and it is absolutely packed full of them. The first one you've just seen, we got in through the door obviously. The second thing is not necessarily an interactive control, but it is a feature which I love, and this is the function of allowing you to change the direction that the tractor can travel in. I don't mean going into reverse like this, I mean actually converting itself so that it runs backwards and you put your attachment on the back. So if you don't know what I mean, I'm going to show you. Basically if we press B, you'll see that the console comes up towards us. Looks a bit painful, but yes, that's how it works. And then basically, your accelerator pedal, where you'd normally go forwards, you're actually going backwards. So it's all opposite. Everything is opposite, including the steering. It looks weird if you're looking backwards, but if you're driving forwards, it actually feels okay. And I think this is used quite a bit with mowing. This is quite a common function if you've got some big mowers on the front and the back. So we might have to do that one day. Let's just spin it back again. Ow, that hurts. Yeah, good, very good feature that, love it. And it's been so well done as well, no glitches at all. The next I see, in fact let me just show you, look how many dots there are. We're going to look under the bonnet. So I'll lift that up first of all, or the hood if you're watching in America. And you can see, very highly detailed in here. Love it. I think you can see the fan as well. The fan was spinning before. Probably not required because it hasn't done any work. I don't know how dynamic it is. But that is the bonnet, very nice feature. At the front, I don't think you do the linkages from the outside. I think you do it from the inside. But we'll put that down. We've then got like the sun visor just here to stop the glare. We have got a, what's this? Oh yeah, again on the side. Now because the door is totally blocked by the console, it doesn't actually open on this model, but if you press IC, you get this, and it says open panel. And this is a panel for all of your different attachments which you can put on the back. As you can see, you've got a Krone here, that could be for a baler, not too sure. But we've got the horse for the drill, the passenger, and another one just here. So that is all of your different features, different consoles for working on the front and the back, different equipment. We then have a phone, a mobile phone which you can just put in here. Looks like an iPhone. Very nice. Keep it up. I think this is like the armrest, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't worked out what this is. I was looking at it a few minutes ago, and it's either an armrest or like a storage place. I really don't know. Please can someone shed some light on that, because that'd be really good. Oh yeah, the cool box for all your food and your drinks and everything. You need so many drinks in a tractor. What's going on back here? Ah, yeah, the signal for the dual wheels. we'll have to have them on because we're going to put some rear wheels on. The back window, again, that opens just there. Looking up, we've got the sunroof. If you want some air up there as well. That's everything for up there. Now down here we have got the, I think it's the panel, not the window. Yep, that is again for the dual wheels. Drinks holder there, the seat which goes up very slowly but it's a good feature, and I think actually it doubles up as a table when it's down. So that is a very nice feature. So you can have a passenger if you want to. I don't know if you'd want to, but it's there anyway. And what else is there? The wipers! Wow! I don't think... Have I ever seen a tractor in Farming Simulator with a wiper? I can't say I have. Get it on the sides as well. Or just the one side. So that's pretty good. I like that a lot. Anything else? Looks like something here. Yep. The fender or the mud guard or whatever you want to call it. So you can turn those on and off. Again, I think this is a... Yeah, that lifts it up towards you. So that it's closer to you. And you can change the colour of the seat. So there's so many different things you can do here. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. But I'm sure you can see it's a very decent tractor. Again, another visor there. So, I think we've probably had enough of a tour there. We'll put some wheels on. Some double wheels, that is. I think we'll just put them on the back, but it might be... I don't know if you can choose. It might just go on both. But you press M to do that. Yeah, it seems to have put both on. So, oh well, it's okay. We do need to put the panel out on the side, though. As like a warning. So we're getting there. It's certainly looking kitted up. And the last thing we need to do is, for the Massey Ferguson, we need to buy a cultivator. Now, with regards to the money, I am very wary of the money because I don't want to go into debt again. And someone quite rightly said, leave at least £50,000 for machinery maintenance costs because we obviously are going to have to pay that over time. We also need to repay our loan, which is a bit of a necessity really. So we've currently got borrowed, I think £145,000, but I believe you start off with already £100,000 borrowed. So only £45,000 of that needs to be repaid straight away. We'll do it now. Okay, we've done a bit more, but fair enough. Which means we only have £89,000 left. We do need to repay the loan fully, ideally. But not straight away because it'd be very hard on us financially. Now we need to buy this cultivator. The cultivator is not the biggest one that I wanted to get because it wouldn't really work out with having the seeder behind you. So it is going to be, yeah, it's the carrier. The working width is 8 meters. Now the seed drill has a working width of 9 meters. So this is the only way of doing it. As you can see, the money is now 42,000. We can't buy anything else until we get some more. Otherwise, we're going to have money difficulties. But thank you for the comment. It really did alert me to how we should go about this. I always forget about the maintenance cost. I think, well, we can afford to buy something, but then suddenly a load of money disappears, and it's because of the machinery maintenance cost. Right, follow me. We're going to have to drive this thing. We probably should have put the wheels on at the field, but at least we're ready to go. Let's shut the door. Start the very powerful engine again. Beacons on. And we need to drive this about 200 yards down the road before another car turns up. Now you might be thinking, you don't actually need dual wheels for this, and we don't really, but I get a lot of requests for using the dual wheels, especially when this mod comes with them. I want to show it off at its best, so that's why I've put them on. Probably next time we won't do, but that is the field just there. This road was made to measure. Well, the verges were anyway. This is the tractor which is going to take the seed drill. So we need to get it attached and filled up. Again, that is an expense which I never really consider, which I should do. Massey Ferguson has crashed, as usual, but the seed drill is here. We'll fill it up to the top, because we're going to need to. Just put Massey Ferguson here. Yes, the money has plummeted, obviously. We need to keep it at about £50,000 continually. So that means selling some more grain, because if we don't have enough, that is when the issues start. But at least we have repaid some of the loan. So if it's making interest, then we won't have to pay as much at the end. Let's go. Let's get this done. It's going to be quite a big job, but I'm looking forward to it. This field has been empty way too long. I don't know what's up with Follow Me. I don't know why it doesn't follow me sometimes. I'm guessing it's just recognised a different track. That's the reason. So, sunflowers is the crop for today. The seed drill is 1 metre wider, but that doesn't really matter. In real life it really would do, but for Farming Simulator it's only going to plant where the cultivated soil is anyway. So, when this is unfolded, we can begin. And what a mammoth job it's going to be. Let's go. And it's only doing 6 miles an hour. This is one huge job. That Fendt is amazing. I love it. It's been long overdue. The 1050 is, I would say, probably one of my favourite Fendt tractors. It's not my favourite, but it's got to be up there as one of the best. And it's been so requested. You won't believe how requested it's been. So I just had to find a decent mod. That is the one. And hopefully it's going to go down really well. I think what I might do is I might change the tractors over so we're driving the Fendt, because I didn't really think of it very well. This is obviously having to work much harder because it's turning the soil, or breaking up the soil, whereas the Fendt isn't really, it's not really pulling anything too heavy. So I think really I've got the setup wrong. I'm going to change it over. Yes, look at that, it's pulling it so much better. Got to control the speed a bit though, because we can't go too fast, otherwise it's going to be ridiculous. But I always need to work out what I'm doing here, because we're doing it this way, which isn't the best way. It means that it would be quite easy to overlap, which I really don't want to do. Let me just set the speed to probably 10 miles an hour, because it would be, I think it'd be a much more realistic speed. I've overshot. There we go. Yeah, 10 is probably the optimum speed. Even that is probably a bit too fast actually. But at least doing it this way, it'll make the job a lot more efficient. And we get to drive the Fendt, which is what I've been wanting to do. It rides so well. Amazing tractor. Right, what have we got in the cool box then? Can't quite reach. I think there's some sandwiches in there, maybe a beer. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, I planned this wrong actually. I shouldn't have done that headland first, because that has messed things up. Now that we've changed tractors though, it's getting on so well. And the seeder is doing a great job too. Yeah, the Massey Ferguson was definitely on the wrong implement there. That was my fault, obviously, as usual. When it comes to harvesting this, I think we're going to have to find a different header for that Mega combine, the Dominator Mega, because it's a lot bigger than our other Dominator, and the other Dominator's header, even that one's a bit too small really. So I'm going to have to find, well, hopefully a Claas one, because there aren't really that many for Farming Simulator. That is the corn headers I'm referring to there. So what I need to do is I need to find the best size for that combine, one which will fit and work properly, because I don't really like using different brands on a branded combine like a Claas, because it looks a bit weird. You want to keep the same colour scheme. We're going to have to buy this tractor. As soon as we can afford it, we'll be buying it. You might be wondering, where's the John Deere gone? We had the tracked John Deere last week, and it was nice to use it, but a lot of people wanted me to try out a different tractor, this one, so I have done. And you might think, oh well, that's not realistic, you stick with the same tractor you've just rented. I know, I'm fully aware of that, but I just want to try out different stuff. If I use the same tractor in every episode, it might start to get a bit boring. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to use the Fendt. This is the tricky part. Yep. That is the issue with doing Follow Me. It's not ideal. I probably should have cultivated it first. I will do in future. But for this occasion, I think we'll have to continue. So for all of you who wanted me to do a bit of a cultivating and seeding session, this is for you. It's amazing. Recently, so many people have requested this. So I thought, what a great opportunity to use some different equipment and do it. Let me just pull over slightly because it's going to clash otherwise. But yeah, this setup seems to work really well. So I think in future, on this farm, we'll have to use the same tractors, the same cultivator, and the same drill, and do it again. But that's when we have more money. That'll be a while, but I think we're doing okay. You see, a few people think that £350,000 was a lot and too much for the silage we had. But really, realistically, that's paid for, what, 2 drills, and we've repaid a bit of the loan and a cultivator? It's not that impressive really. So you really do have to have quite a bit of money in Farming Simulator, unless you cheat of course, which I think a few people do, but never really liked the idea of it. Admittedly, sorry Massey Ferguson, admittedly we have done it before. I have added money before, but I've done it in a way which has sort of disguised it by saying we've been given a government grant, which I think does work quite well. If we just randomly appear in a save game with £100,000 more than we did have, that's when it looks weird. So I try and do it realistically. We're getting close to the end though. It's surprisingly not taken as long as I thought it would do. I need to get the self-propelled sprayer as well, because these fields are getting so big. Well, they're not growing, obviously, but they're so big that we need to get something a bit bigger than the sprayer we have, which I believe is... what is it? Yeah, we got that one from Farming Simulator 11. It's called a Triton, I think. I'm going to have to check now. Right at the end. Yeah, the Monsoon. Yeah, that's right. The Monsoon Triton, or Triton 500. I think it's from FS11. It looks very familiar. And just as we get to the end of the field, I've actually managed to catch up so much with the seed drill that it shouldn't be in our way anymore. But obviously that's going to be short-lived. We've just about gone off speed. I did speed up to 4 miles per hour just to do this. but as you can see there, it's no longer in the way. Right, so pretty much done. I'm going to go around the headland once more though, just to neaten things up a bit. And yeah, it's going to look a bit destructive, but it needs to be done. Because I don't want to miss anything. Because it looks really scruffy before the field starts to grow. Once it's grown, it looks fine. Can't wait to see this whole field full of sunflowers. It's going to look absolutely amazing. And we are done. So we'll fold up the cultivator. We'll take the Fendt back to the yard. We still have over 23 hours left of it. We're playing in real time, so that is a lot of episodes. So looking forward to using it again very soon. And we're going to have to go back to Massey Ferguson in a minute or two because it has stopped. We're going to finish the job ourselves. It's cheaper that way anyway. And I was just going to reverse it into the shed. This cultivator seems so small when it's folded up. It's also very top heavy. As I've noticed before, it's incredibly easy to flip over. There we go. So yeah, brilliant tractor. Look forward to using it again. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing it if you haven't used it before. But now I've got to walk back to Massey Ferguson, which is quite a long way away. It actually stopped way over the other side of the field. So just going to have a stroll over. Basically, I got too far ahead and it lost the track, but it doesn't matter because I like to finish it myself anyway. You feel like you've achieved something. Okay, let's go. Let's get things tidied up. And yeah, it's going to look, hopefully, well, like a field of sunflowers, but you know, like a really bright field. I suppose it looked very similar to oilseed rape when it's in flower. And notice we've actually only used just over 25% of the seed we put in. I didn't really know how much it would consume, but clearly not that much. That's good because it means that we're not going to have to fill it up next time. However, it means we spent quite a bit of money on the seed. But it's okay, it doesn't really matter too much. And I think actually we're going to have to prioritise seeding the next field because I want to do some more sunflowers and also some more maize. The maize obviously will be for silaging, but I'm not going to do much more silaging at the moment because a few people are getting bored of it. So I'll leave it a few weeks, then we'll return to it later on. Another thing which I forgot to mention is I'm looking at buying a rotavator for my compact tractor. Some of you might not care at all. You couldn't care less, but some people, everyone who's tuned into my other channel, Machinery Restorer, definitely worth heading over there because I'm hoping to do some... Why is the... It's moving. I keep turning my head. Yeah, I'm hoping to do some videos on restoring it. It's a bit of a wreck. But yes, I haven't actually bought it yet, so I can't say for sure. But look out on that channel, see if I do put some videos on. I will let you know on here anyway. But basically, it's a rotavator which requires quite a bit of restoration. So it'll be a full restoration. And yeah, hoping to do a video series on there. But we'll have to wait and see if I actually do buy it or not. I'm not sure why it's moving. Look, it's turning the camera. That is really weird. That isn't me doing that. Oh well, I'll look into it. But that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and also the Fendt. I'll put the download link below for the Fendt actually, so you can download it if you want to. Definitely worth it. But until the next video, thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye for now.